Welcome to Inside News. I'm Marcel. It's Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. Tonight, we bring you the key stories shaping our world, from political upheavals to security alerts across Africa. Our lead stories tonight: a government collapses in Madagascar. The president has fled the country amid a military-backed popular uprising. And in Cameroon, a tense political standoff after the opposition claims victory in the presidential election, days ahead of official results. We begin in Madagascar, where the government is in a state of collapse. President Andry Rajoelina has fled the country and has now dissolved the National Assembly from an undisclosed location. This follows weeks of intense Gen Z-led anti-government protests over chronic water and electricity shortages. The crisis reached a turning point when an elite military unit, known as CAPSAT, joined the demonstrators, calling for the president to step down. In a broadcast statement, President Rajoelina said he was forced to leave in fear for his life and find a safe place. The international community is watching closely. French President Emmanuel Macron has called for respect for the constitutional order, warning against the exploitation of the youth protesters by military or foreign interests. But on the streets, the calls for change are clear. One student protester, Andry Rajoelina, told reporters, "All the population wants is his resignation, but he refuses and wants to keep working. Nothing he said matters." From the crisis in the Indian Ocean, we turn to mainland Africa and a tense political standoff in Cameroon. Opposition candidate Issa Chiroma Bakary has claimed victory in the presidential election held on October 12th. In a video statement, Chiroma demanded that incumbent President Paul Biya accept the truth of the ballot box. However, official results are not expected until October 26th. The government has warned that any unauthorized announcement of results is considered high treason. President Biya's ruling CPDM party has firmly rejected the opposition's claim. Deputy Secretary General Gregoire Owona stated that Chiroma did not win and lacks the official results from polling stations to support his claim. The situation is charged with political history. The 92-year-old President Biya has been in power since 1982. His challenger, 76-year-old Issa Chiroma, is a former minister who served in Biya's own government before launching his presidential run. Our focus shifts now to pressing security challenges on the continent. In Kenya, authorities are investigating a major security breach at the State House, the president's official office. A security guard, identified as Ramadan Hamisi Matenka, was killed on Monday after being attacked with a weapon described by police as a bow and arrow, just outside the main gate. President William Ruto was reportedly in his office at the time of the attack. Police have arrested a suspect, Kithuka Kamunyi, who claimed he was sent by the devil. A court has granted police 14 days to hold him pending a mental health assessment. Next, we move to the Great Lakes region, where a critical peace deal is faltering. The United Nations warns that the ceasefire between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda is not being respected. UN Special Envoy Huang Sha is now calling for a direct and frank dialogue between the nations to end the war. The DRC's representative to the UN, Zenon Nagai Mukongo, stated that there are non-negotiable conditions for genuine peace. These include the complete withdrawal of Rwandan troops and an end to their support for the M23 rebel group. Turning to North Africa, a youth-led movement is gaining momentum in Morocco. The online collective Gen Z 212 has called for new, peaceful sit-ins this Saturday, following more than 2 weeks of demonstrations. The movement's core demands include the reform of education and healthcare, as well as concrete action to tackle corruption and the nation's cost of living crisis. The unrest was initially sparked by the deaths of 8 women at a hospital in Agadir. Reports indicate that over 500 activists have been arrested since the protests began. That concludes our main coverage. Now, a story that needs your attention. In a remarkable achievement, the nation of Cape Verde has made sports history. The island nation has qualified for the FIFA World Cup for the first time. With a population of just 525,000, Cape Verde is now the second smallest country to ever reach the global tournament. The team secured its place with a decisive 3-0 victory over Eswatini. The qualification is even more impressive as they finished ahead of African heavyweight Cameroon in their group. After the match, players were overcome with emotion. Defender Roberto Piccolo said, "I can't put into words what I want to say. There's joy, relief, all sorts of emotions." Midfielder Steven Moreira added, "Honestly, I still don't believe it. We're in a World Cup. That's crazy." From political crossroads to moments of national pride, these are the stories shaping our world. Thank you for joining us at Inside News. Good journeys to all.